Yo, what is going on, my dudes? Welcome to the video. Today we are checking out FaZe Sway's controller camera. Honestly, Sway has been just blowing up lately. Just like in the last month, he's gained 250,000 subscribers, more than 250,000 subscribers. He recently joined FaZe. If you guys don't know who FaZe Sway is, you're sleeping under a rock. But he's absolutely exploded lately. His channel was always popping, gaining like 70, 80, 90,000 subs a month. But he's just recently absolutely catapulted. Honestly, could not be happier for the guy. He's super humble, and he's insanely skilled. He does builds that nobody's ever seen before, and honestly could not have happened to a better dude. He has absolutely killed it on the last video I made about Claw gameplay. In this case, I was reacting to Jacob's non-Claw gameplay, so I figured it would only make sense to react to Sway's gameplay, where he actually uses a hand cam and he plays Claw, and his Claw grip is impeccable. Mine, I kind of play a little bit of a hybrid Claw. I swap back and forth between Claw, but he plays incredibly well, and his builds are impeccable, as you probably already know. If you guys want to support him in the Fortnite item shop, his code is YoSway. If you want to support me, my code is Upshall. It resets every 2 weeks, so make sure you keep that up to date. And let's get into it. Alright, so he's just showing like that his controller cam is synced up with his gameplay. He jumps on X. Builds on around circle. He does edit with triangle, which is really neat. You'll see that how he uses that now with the gameplay. Dude, Sway is so fast, but yet so precise with his builds, man. It's nuts to watch, dude. It's like Fortnite ASMR is what it is. Oh my god, dude. And like the thing about all of these builds, like this is not purposeless, right? Like this just looks like a lot of movement, I'd say, for the layman. But what he's doing is essentially pushing for high ground, or practicing pushing for high ground, while keeping himself protected with cones. Like look at that. He's not exposed from the top like at any point during these high ground pushes, which is insane. My man is the master of like the pyramid side jump, dude. Dude, my eyeballs trying to track what he's doing on controller are just like, it's rough, man. Holy smokes.
He's a fucking eye, bro. He get cracked, bro.
See, like that side swoop, man, he's completely protected while he does that. It's so good, dude. I think Sway has a video up on his YouTube on how you actually do that move. Definitely something worth practicing. 100%. There's not a little bad little stuff by the other guy. Dude, the reads, the easy reads, baby. So now I think he's doing zone wars, which is basically a way you can practice for endgame. It's basically a moving zone. With a bunch of players. It kind of simulates endgame. It's honestly really good practice. Definitely recommend it if you want to get into competitive Fortnite. So this is the benefit of Claw Grip, man. You can be so precise while jumping, but also being able to keep your thumb on the joystick and be able to have this like really good aim. It just gives you maximum movement, maximum, well, aim abilities, and Sway just takes advantage of it so well, dude. So you can see Sway has this like really great movement. Again, he's moving, jumping, but also staying consistently on target with the SMG. He also runs a very high sensitivity and still has so much control with his shots, dude. Oh my god, dude. Just so much speed, man. He's got so much speed.
Okay, Shaw.
Easy double. Dude. Yo, that pyramid move is cracked, bro. That's cracked. All right, let's watch this in half speed just to see exactly what he does here with his pyramid edits. And you can follow it a little bit easier with the controller cam then. So he's going with the floor and the pyramid push just to protect himself. He edits open the pyramid, grabs it again, and just jumps on the other player, dude. It's actually, that's so hard to do. That's so hard to do while maintaining consistent aim, bro. Honestly, that's nuts. So we got some pub gameplay. Again, you can just see, like, it's really important to pay attention to his controller and watch how strict he is with claw. Like, I kind of switch back and forth between here and here. I sometimes use my index finger for R1. But Sway is, like, right. Oh, that's a dirty headshot. Oh, these poor guys, man. But he's really strict. He uses his middle finger for both R2 and R1. It's crazy to watch, man. He's got, like, a really good claw grip technique.
The storm is coming. It's right there.
Pretty easy salty wipes there, dude. Easy for Sway. And the triple 90s, though. Holy moly. Oh my god, dude. He's so good at those pyramid cover, like... I can't do that near that speed, man. Like, I'm at a quarter of that speed if I'm trying to do pyramid pushes. What's he going for a 360, dude? Sway, stop, bro. Stop it, Sway. Oh, my God. That was gross. So, out of curiosity, he has a settings video. I just want to see how much his settings actually differ from mine. So, he runs unlimited frames. I cap mine because I find I get input delay. Clearly, Sway doesn't. He's got a, what, a 0.84 controller XY. I rock a 0.61, so he's on a much higher base XY than me. Interesting. My targeting, I personally prefer a higher targeting sensitivity, but this is also a multiplier of your base sensitivity. So, like, I rock a 0.6, so I rock a much drastically higher targeting, but he also rocks a fairly low build sense. It's not that much different than his 0.84. Like, I rock a full 2 times building sensitivity. So, let's do some quick math here. So, his real build sense is 1.3 times 0.84 is he's actually going to be building at, like, essentially, like, an 11 when his base sensitivity is an 8.4. My build sense is actually going to be a 12. So when I'm in the build mode, I'm actually building at a speed that's faster than, or my sensitivity is at a speed that's faster than Sway. But because his overall sensitivity is really high, it kind of lets him stay consistent, I think, which is kind of cool, something to take note of. You know, I mean, like, it definitely works very, very well for Sway, and he's literally on top of the game right now when it comes to controller Fortnite players. So he's got edit mode aim assist off. I like to actually keep that on. He has sprint by default on as well. I have that off. Doesn't run any of the colorblind settings. All right, so here's the juice. All right, so he swaps with a pretty straightforward, like, builder pro style, but he uses triangle to edit. His pickaxe is on, interestingly enough, his left stick. His build setup is pretty standard. I run pretty much the same. Again, he runs a different edit button. I think that's the biggest thing to take note of. So he enters his edit menu on triangle, but he confirms on circle, which is kind of the default button. But because Sway plays such a solid claw grip, that I guess it's probably not that hard for him to go like this, right? Just the slide from, like, triangle for his edit button to circle, right? I'm sure that's a pretty easy flick for them. So it kind of makes sense why his edits are so fast. And his dead zones he rocks just completely minimal, which is interesting. I rock a little bit higher than minimum. Definitely want to lower that, though. So the other thing that makes Sway so impressive now, after looking at his settings, is that he's so consistent with his aim, let alone his builds being on a whole nother level. But his aim is very, very consistent, which is something that's really, really hard to do on a high sensitivity. I mean, he rocks a 0.84, right? Like, that's a very high sense, and be able to continuously and consistently bang out headshots while rocking a sensitivity that high, that's really hard to do, man.
I don't know why I just shit on someone. Now Sway's holding me.
That was an 88 damage headshot. What do you mean? I mean, the one thing you gotta take into account is the fact that everybody in this game right now, these are not just randos. These are all pro-level Fortnite, you know, controller players. So, killing these people is no easy feat. These people will bop you back in a hurry, you know? So, take that into account while watching this gameplay. The double... Easy headshots, dude.
What? How did I not hit? Bro, all right, bro.
To be fair, I would have gotten dumpstered by that, dude. 100%.
Oh yeah, easy take, bro.
Oh, He's upset, dude. He's upset, dude. Sway just W keys and drives people so hard, dude.
Wait, why did you drop from high? Just
Wait, why can't you leave me alone? I have no match. Wait, I can't leave me alone.
Dude.
kill shot you dropped from high.
Yeah, dude, Sway's just so aggressive, man. It's so entertaining to watch him because he just drives people so hard and he's so good at doing it, dude.
At Go Shaw on YouTube, support a creator code Shaw.
Bro, he has no mats. He has no mats. He has no mats. Hey.
Yo, did he shoot him there? What even happened? Sway's just so dirty, man. He's so dirty.